Hey guys, Rascal here, and today I'm reviewing, well, not much to review, but yet another take on doing a live action series or remake. And this time it's for Ben 10. Now, I've already covered the Race Against Time live action movie and the Alien Swarm movie, both on my channel already. You can definitely see them on my channel. So this time I wanted to talk about something a little different for Ben 10. And I've already talked about the animated reboot that was a catastrophe, should never be talked about ever again. This time Cartoon Network announced, I think a little bit last year, they were doing a live action Ben 10 series. And a lot of people were just like, why? Just why? You know you're Cartoon Network, right? Did you forget again? Because, I don't know. About a live-action Ben 10 series, I don't know. I will say, for me, that when they did the Race Against Time movie, there was at least a lot of effort put into it. Not everything was perfect, but they did just enough. They had some good castings. They kept the characters pretty much accurate to the cartoon, even though Ben was a little more normal in here instead of constantly teasing Gwen. The Race Against Time movie wasn't a bad live-action make. That was probably their best take on it for Cartoon Network live action. Alien Swarm, it's canon to the show, so it's not like it's something completely new. It's canon to the show because the characters in there appear in the animated series, so it's some sort of live action special event, and that one wasn't as entertaining as the first one. But now they say they're going to do a live action Ben 10 series, and for that I'm both surprised and hesitant on, because they've already ruined Ben 10 once. Then they said they want to give Kevin 11 a spin-off series for whatever reason. No, never explain why. They just want to do it. Why does he need a series? But in here, they haven't really given us a synopsis on what it's going to be about, or which version of the series they're going to do. Are they going to do the original series done in live action, or are they going to do Alien Force / Ultimate Alien and just leave him as a teenager and do that in live action? Heck, they could even do a Ben 10,000 one. And I think Chris Pratt would actually, not Chris Pratt, good grief, Chris Evans would probably do a good job in playing the role if they ever did so. Though I would prefer Ben 10,000 animated series more, but hey. But for here, I don't know. It could work. I mean, it could, but here's the problem. Cartoon Network, last two times they did a live action adaptation of Ben 10, they really skimped out on the aliens. You have 3 aliens in the movie who are on screen for maybe less than 5 minutes, so they didn't have to use much of their TV budget. They're going to have a streaming budget this time, and it's not much higher because they seem to skimp out anyway. They might just have Ben be Ben for majority of the series, but you know the best part is seeing him transform into the aliens and fighting bad guys. So I'm kind of concerned they might just do the same thing they did in the live action movies, and just have him turn into an alien once or twice in an episode, and then the whole thing's just him in his regular human form and outfit. Which I really hope they don't do, because, really, unless the stories are really, really good, and you put a lot of effort into it, you want to see the aliens more than anything else. What would they look like in live action and CGI? Well, we see them in CGI with the Destroy All Aliens movie, but you want to see it brought to life for real. Now, yeah, for me, would be interested in seeing it. I definitely want to see what they do with it. My fingers are crossed they don't ruin it, because Ben Dudley and I don't like really the Ben 10 reboot they've done and just destroyed the character. And we're okay with the live action movies. They were, like I said, they were okay. The first one was way better. Second one was sort of meh, but they made that canon, so go figure. So for this, a lot of people were suggesting maybe Tom Holland play Ben 10, which I don't think would work anymore, because it's been years since the other Ben 10 series, and they take a while to get to these live action remakes, so I don't think he would work anymore playing the teenage Ben 10 if they decided to go the Alien Force route. And who knows, like I said, we don't know what would they do with the live action story, the original plot or the Alien Force plot. And if they do either, how are they going to match the humor and the heart and the surrealism of the original Ben 10 series? That's going to be a little hard to do. Not that they can't do it, I'm sure they can, but they like to take liberties. Heck, they might even change Gwen, they might change Kevin, they might change Grandpa Max again, they might change the whole storyline, like how they changed Tetrax into a villain. I will never understand the choice behind that. Or just say, hey, Vilgax is a good guy now. Not to mention that a lot of these effects for making these aliens and things are going to cost quite a bit if you want to keep them accurate. Now, I will say these movies do keep them accurate translated in live action, and they can definitely do it. But how long will they do it? Will he stay alien for 10 minutes, or will they shorten it down to like 5 minutes or less so they won't have to use as much money on it? What stories will they tell? Will they make up a whole new arc, make new characters, take an arc from one of the series and make that a storyline and reimagine it? What will they do with this? Because after seeing their past attempts at it, other than the Race Against Time, they haven't really done so well on the live action department. So I'm really hoping, really praying that this will be good, because Ben 10 was my childhood. I really loved watching this show as a kid, and for whatever reason, people are just hating on Alien Force all of a sudden. I don't get why. I'm not kidding you. I have noticed, like, on Twitter and YouTube, there's just been this sudden backlash against Alien Force. Now people consider that to be the worst version of Ben 10 before the reboot, and they thought it was boring as heck, and the original is the only good one. It's like, but you all watched it when it came on. I remember seeing anybody complain about that. People loved Alien Force, and they loved Ultimate Alien. It was a more mature take on Ben 10 and just continuing the story. Yeah, you could tell it wasn't as much humor as the first one, that's true, but what was wrong with it? I mean, why are people suddenly backtracking? Why is it now considered a boring waste of time? The only thing I really didn't care for was the Ultimate Alien thing where the aliens got upgrades and they really didn't need it. It was just like, that's just to sell toys. That was just pretty obvious. But aside from that, I didn't have a problem with Alien Force, and it still holds up. It still has a cool theme song. It still has great episodes. It shows how much Ben has grown, and he had to go on without his grandpa for a while. It was a really great show. So to see people kind of backtrack on it and say, "Oh, this was a terrible thing. This was boring. Everyone had bad character development. Everyone digressed." It was just like, what are you talking about? It's kind of the same thing with Avatar. People begin to bash on that now. It's just like, why? So it's really weird how people have gone from loving some of these series to now just not liking it or hating it. And I don't get it. I'm still a hardcore fan of all three series. I like some things each version did, but I don't hate the show. I'm not sure what's with this thing of just completely renouncing a series when you don't like something. I don't understand that. You can just not like a certain thing and then that's it. Although I can't excuse Troll Hunters for what they did. But for the most part, it's just like, if you don't like something, it's fine. But you don't have to just say, okay, the whole series is bad because this one thing I didn't like. It's ridiculous. But back to the live action, I'm hoping that they do a good job on this, because they prove they can do a live action adaptation. Not perfectly, but they can do it service. And I'm hoping that, when they do this, it'll be, I hope, fun. And if it's not fun and not like the original, then at least make it action-packed and worth your time. And give lots of Easter eggs and shout-outs to the original fans of the franchise. And that's all I can hope for Ben 10. Because if they do anything like they did in the reboot where they made Ben 10,000 just appalling because they had a post-apocalyptic version of the world he was in and he was just not looking good at all. It was just like pathetic. As long as they'll do that, I'm fine. And don't do a Terminator Rex reboot either, because you messed that up too. And that's pretty much all I can say for it. I hope they do a good job on it, because if not, I'm going to be on here again telling you don't watch this thing and waste your time. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you want to see the live-action Ben 10 series when it comes out, or you think you're skipping, don't think they should just do it at all, just skip the whole thing? I kind of think you should just skip it and just fix the cartoon that they made, or at least do a Ben 10,000 animated series. That would be even better than a remake. So, that's all I got to say for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Later!